Gladly. Here's part 2 of the oath beneath the dirt. The grit deepens, the blood flows, and the world gets no kinder. The oath beneath the dirt. Part 2, the Watchtower wakes. The cold didn't ask for permission. It crept into joints, into steel, into the cracks in your resolve. Thornvell moved through it like a ghost with purpose. Behind him came the others, blades muffled in leather, faces marked with mud. The boy led them, silent now, as if the truth of the place had stolen his tongue. The watchtower rose like a broken tooth out of the trees, stone-chipped, moss-crawled and leaning with age. Smoke coiled from its crown. Blackhand's men were here. That much was clear. Jory crouched near the roots of a twisted pine, breath fogging faintly. "You think the girl's still alive?" "No," Garrick muttered. Thorn didn't speak. He studied the land like a butcher sizing up a carcass. One path up, narrow and steep. A few sentries, lazy silhouettes in the tower's broken teeth. They thought themselves safe. Men like that always did. "They sleep fat and full," Thorn finally said. "We'll wake them lean and screaming." Garrick grunted. "My favourite kind of alarm." They moved. Garrick went left, up the slope under shadow. Jory flanked right, a curve through brush. Thorn took the boy. What was left of his fear made him useful. They would strike fast, quiet, like regret. The first sentry died surprised. Garrick's blade punched through his throat and back out before he could suck in a scream. The second one turned just in time to see Thornvell rising from the dark, eyes cold as ancient steel. A slash, a gurgle, a fall. They climbed. Inside the tower it stank. Piss, rot, and the oil of unwashed men. The hearth was low but warm enough. 5 figures slept under furs. One sat awake, hunched over a bowl, muttering to himself. That would be Ruck, Blackhand's youngest brute. Thorn remembered him from the siege at Cliffstone. The lad had liked fire too much. Thorn held up 3 fingers, dropped one, then another. On the last, they struck. Jory swept in first, black blade in both hands, slicing low and wide. Garrick followed, screaming like a thing born in war. Thorn didn't shout. He moved straight for Ruck. The boy at the hearth dropped his bowl, scrambled back, but Thorn was already there. They met in a clash, sword against axe. Sparks, noise, blood. Ruck was stronger, but Thorn was older, meaner, more willing to trade pain for purchase. He took a cut across the arm, but opened Ruck's stomach from hip to spine. Ruck blinked, staggered, and collapsed into the fire. Garrick kicked a dying man off his blade and spat. "Any more?" Jory checked the room. No, just corpses now. The tower moaned in the wind. Then a whimper, behind the firs, a shape, small. Garrick pulled the cloth aside. The girl, bruised, gagged, alive. The boy fell to his knees. "Syra!" She didn't cry, just stared. Thorn respected that. "We take her," Thorn said, "then we burn this place." Jory frowned. "All of it, all of it." The flames rose as dawn broke. Ash poured out the tower's eyes like smoke from old sins. They watched it burn until it collapsed. The boy didn't speak again. Neither did the girl. Not yet. But something passed between them, something hollow and sharp and far too old for children. Thornvell strapped his sword and turned his back on the fire. "We move south. There's still war to be found." Garrick nodded. Jory opened the book and scribbled something. They left the watchtower in ruins. Because nothing lasts, except the dirt and the oaths beneath it. To be